Today, me and my 4 friends are attempting to survive on a remote island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And the craziest part? We only brought a small boat, a few basic supplies, and whatever we can build ourselves. No hotels. No restaurants. No help. If we want food, we have to find it. If we want shelter, we have to build it. And if we fail, we're spending the entire night exposed to the elements. This challenge is going to test everything we know about survival. So let's get in the boat and head to the island. Arriving at the island, 1:30 to 3 o'clock. After an hour on the ocean, we finally spotted land. At first glance, the island looked beautiful. Crystal clear water. White sand beaches. Palm trees everywhere. But don't let that fool you. This island has no electricity, no running water, and no easy way to get food. The moment we stepped off the boat, the challenge officially began. We immediately split into teams. 2 people would search for food. 2 people would gather materials. And I would help build the shelter. Because if we don't finish before sunset, we're in trouble. Exploring the island, 3 to 5 o'clock. As we explored deeper into the island, we started discovering all kinds of things. There were coconut trees everywhere. Huge driftwood logs washed up on shore. And plenty of palm leaves we could use for roofing. One of my friends found a freshwater source nearby, which was a huge relief. Because dehydration is one of the biggest dangers in a survival situation. Meanwhile, another friend found an area packed with coconuts, which meant we had both food and water. Things were looking good. At least for now. Building the shelter, 5 to 8 o'clock. Next came the hardest part. Building our shelter. We started collecting large branches and driftwood. Then we used vines and rope to tie everything together. At first, it looked terrible. Honestly, it looked like it would collapse at any moment. But after several hours of work, the structure slowly started taking shape. We built a strong frame, added support beams, and covered the roof with layers of palm leaves. The goal wasn't comfort. The goal was survival. And after a lot of hard work, we finally had something that could protect us from rain and wind. Food hunt, 8 to 10 o'clock. While the shelter team was working, the food team was having mixed results. They found plenty of coconuts. But coconuts alone weren't enough. We needed a real meal. So they searched along the shoreline looking for fish and shellfish. After several failed attempts. Success! They managed to catch a fish. And suddenly everyone's mood improved. Because nothing boosts morale like knowing you're actually going to eat. Back at camp, we prepared the fish while gathering extra firewood. And thankfully, we had enough supplies to start a small cooking fire. Weather challenge, 10 to 12 o'clock. Just when things seemed to be going smoothly, the weather changed. Dark clouds started rolling in from the ocean. The wind picked up. And we realized a storm might be heading our way. This completely changed our priorities. Instead of relaxing, everyone rushed back to reinforce the shelter. We added more support, more roofing, more protection. Because if the storm hit during the night, we'd need every advantage possible. And honestly, nobody wanted to wake up soaked by rain. Sunset on the island, 12 to 2 p.m. As the sun started setting, the island looked incredible. The sky turned orange. The ocean reflected the colors perfectly. And for a moment, it felt less like a survival challenge and more like paradise. But survival isn't just about enjoying the view. Nighttime brings a whole new set of problems. Lower temperatures, strange sounds, limited visibility. And that's when things get interesting. So we finished dinner, checked our shelter one last time, and prepared for the night. The night shift, 14 to 4 p.m. Once darkness fell, the island felt completely different. Every sound seemed louder, Every shadow looked suspicious. The waves crashing against the shore echoed through the night. To stay safe, we kept the campfire burning. Not only did it provide warmth, but it also helped keep morale high. Everyone gathered around the fire sharing stories and talking about the day's challenges. But none of us slept very well. Because survival in the wild is never comfortable. Midnight surprise, 16 to 17:30. Around midnight, something unexpected happened. We heard noises coming from the trees. Everyone immediately grabbed flashlights. For a few moments, nobody knew what was out there. Was it an animal? Something dangerous? Or just the wind? After carefully investigating, we discovered it was harmless. But it definitely got everyone's heart racing. And it reminded us how vulnerable we really were. Morning arrives, 17:30 to 7 p.m. After a long night, the sun finally began rising. And honestly, everyone was exhausted. But we made it. Our shelter survived. The fire stayed going. And all 5 of us successfully spent the night on the island. Looking around at what we'd built, it felt pretty amazing. Just one day earlier, this was an empty beach. Now it was our survival camp. Ending, 19 to 8 p.m. So that's it. We survived on a remote Pacific island with nothing but a boat, basic supplies, teamwork, and determination. We built a shelter, found food, faced bad weather, and made it through the night. If you enjoyed this challenge and want to see an even crazier survival adventure, make sure to like the video and subscribe. And next time, we'll try surviving somewhere even more extreme. See you in the next adventure.